What's up guys, welcome back into the shop. So obviously you can see the 79 in the background. We have the new doors up here. My buddy Jimmy, obviously you guys know, and then Micah, wherever he's at, right there. We're just kind of hanging out. The girls are doing their thing today. Bunch of yard sales going on, so they went off. So I invited the guys over. We're actually gonna be working on the new square body doors here. We're starting to take off the door panel. Obviously the ones on the truck are completely shot. The ones on the truck, this whole section is rusted out. You shut the door and it just bounces. Like I said, there's a little bit of rust on these, like the inner tub, but way better. This corner's a little rotted out. I think I'm just gonna take a license plate and kind of just rivet it in there for now. But we're trying to get this door panel off because I have to change the door lock, which is right here, to my door lock, so obviously the key will still work. And then I'm gonna try and pull the glass out, just clean this up. I'm gonna paint these black. So we gotta pull the window crank off. It's just a little, I call it like a C-clip bull ring. You just push this down and then it pops off and that whole thing comes out. We'll take this off, get it cleaned up, get this painted black, and then the whole entire video, we're going to be weathering the doors up. So if I bring you over here to the actual truck, I'm sure you guys seen, I mean, numerous clips of this truck, but you can tell it's got a nice weathered patina look. We're gonna take the new doors and match this. I know it's not gonna be 100%, collars will be off or whatever, but that's the whole goal. I wanna get this done before UCC, because like I said, this entire thing down here, like, it's gone. These doors suck. It's all rusted out down here. The hinge on this one up here is broken right here. So I need to close that up and weld it. Just get it taken care of. But we're gonna do the same license plate method that we did here. Just hush hush. We're gonna get taken care of. Plus, I mean, look at this door panel. You can see down into the door. It's not good. Main reason we need to get this out, so like I said, we can use the factory keys. I'm not really too concerned about any of this. These mirrors suck. I mean, they just aren't good. And then I really would like to find a weather stripping piece too, to go all the way up around just to help the seal. My cousin Clayton actually ripped that off right when I got the truck because we pulled the seat and everything out. But we'll get that taken care of. Main project today is get that door gutted. We'll get this one taken off. This panel's a little bit worse shape just because, I mean, it is the driver's side, windows down more, stuff like that. So we'll get that taken care of. We're gonna try and get these swapped out before UCC, get them taken care of. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, get this pulled off, and then hopefully here shortly, we can flip it over and start. I'll show you how to do a little patina work to it. Well guys, we just got hit with a big storm, so we backed the 79 into the shop. It's coming down sideways. So the clip I was talking about on these doors, I'm gonna hopefully show you here, if you can see it, right? They'll focus, there we go. You can kind of see it back in there. I was gonna try and push it open. Oh, you guys can see it, but there's a little clip down in there that you have to push down and then this whole lock comes off. These door panel guys, I mean, it's not even holding anything. Like, I could probably grab it here. Wow, focus. Grab it here and just rip this entire thing off. I'm gonna probably go ahead and just take the screws out just to make it a little bit easier. If I need to reuse the screws, I can. I'm gonna reuse these cranks because these are actual metal. The ones that are on the other door are plastic. So we're gonna reuse those, get these taken care of, and get those door locks swapped over. I already got the other one out. I just gotta take this one and swap it in. So I'm gonna do that real quick. To get these out, you kind of have to push like this on the panel and then push that ring down, then grab some pliers and pull it out. It's pretty simple. It's kind of hard to do with one hand here. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut the camera off, do it, and then we'll throw the new door lock in. And the lock, there is on the inside, so on the inside of the door panel over this direction, the lock goes in, and then there's like a C-clip that just slips around the door lock. That's the only thing that holds it in. So pretty simple. I love these older trucks for that reason. Hopefully you can hear me. I mean, the rain is coming down, beating off the top of the roof there. Hopefully you can hear me, but I'm gonna go ahead and get this swapped out and see you in a minute. So guys, I'm gonna just give you a brief update here. So obviously I got the door lock out of this, and the whole purpose of doing this is to put a good door on here because it's all rusted out, like I said. But now the weather matching, I'm gonna do the same red down the middle and then the gray up top. And like up here, I'm gonna try and match this as best as I can. I grabbed a couple different colors of spray paint here. I just went to Walmart yesterday. We got some just flat gray, we got a bright red, more of a brick red. I got black, and I got a whole just shelf in there and then a whole thing up there. So what I'm gonna do is take a measurement on the old door over there and then run a tape line down through here so I can kind of get that red down through the middle. And then to cover up the rust, I have these old farm license plates we're gonna rivet on to cover up all this junk for now. So we're gonna do 2. We're just gonna mark them, and then I got a rivet gun. It's gonna kind of end up like that. We're just gonna pop some rivets through here. But I'm gonna go ahead and get this measured out real quick. I'm gonna kind of set the camera up and explain exactly what I'm gonna do with the paint, and then you guys can see, I mean, firsthand how I'm gonna do this. So let me grab some measurements, we'll get this taped up, and then we'll get it rocking.
Fair warning.
Ryan Little.
Alright guys, so I went ahead and scuffed it with a red Scotch Brite pad, just so I know the paint's going to stick, because obviously I want to kind of get this clean. But before we did that, we wiped it down with a good alcohol cleaner. You can use glass cleaner, surface cleaner, whatever you're going to do. I scuffed it like I said, and then we re-wiped it just to get that dust off of there. Like I said, I'm going to be using a bunch of different colors, so it doesn't really matter how you lay them down. This is black. I have a brick red, like I said, and then I have a regal red, just to kind of get it as close as I can to what's on the truck. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to start off with some black, and you kind of want to mimic areas that the sun is going to hit. So obviously, like any body line through here, you're going to have, obviously paint's going to be gone, and then the lower you get, the more vibrant the paint will be. But I'm just going to take this black and I'm just going to hit a couple areas. We're just going to build this up, and then we're just going to come back and sand it. So like I said, you don't have to be careful with it. We're just gonna build it up in a couple spots. Just kind of throw it on. Like so. Then we'll swap to our other collar. And if Jimmy, come closer real quick. Like I said, guys, this is not going to be perfect, as you can tell. Like, it's kind of bubbling here with the paint and stuff, just because the panel's not super clean. I didn't go through all the steps that if I was going to paint this professionally, I would have. We're just doing a quick job just to get it to that patina look. So I got this brick red here. That's kind of a nice color. We're just going to shoot it all throughout as well. And guys, I'm giving this like 30 seconds to dry. So we're literally just gonna build the paint, then we'll let it dry for 5 to 10 minutes. And then we're just gonna kind of sand through it and see what happens. If I have to do this a couple times, no big deal. If I need to touch up an area, no big deal. So we're just gonna kind of shoot some of this other red through here, kind of hit the bare spots. Get a nice line across the bottom, kind of hit the corner up in here. And then we're just gonna let it sit 5-10 minutes, let it dry. I'll come back with that Scotch Brite and kind of knock the shine off of it. I can take the DA with like 320 grit, kind of sand through it. I'm just gonna kind of do this to match what's on the truck. If I need to use some of that brighter red, I will. But I'm not looking for anything fancy. And then once this is done, we'll peel this up, shoot our gray, throw a little black in there, do a little whatever to it, and then scuff the entire panel, rivet our centers or our plates down here, and call it a day. So when we go to sand this, I'll pick you guys back up and show you exactly how this is gonna work. So I'm gonna give you guys a quick update. So we did a couple layers and this is how it's turned out. Basically all we did is I shot it with, just basically lapped the collars on there. So we did one, did the next, and just kind of built them up. And then I tried to use like a rubber glove. And all I'm doing, it works better if you have like a dirty welder's glove because it kind of gets that grimy, like oily look to it. And you're just gonna take it and just, I mean, smear it out. Spots that you want it to be a little bit darker in, obviously like over here, throw some black in there, just kind of work it in. Just get it all nice and grimy, dirty looking, and just go to town, have fun with it. We're gonna kind of let this set up. We'll peel the tape up. We'll hit the bottom with some gray, a little bit of black, do the same thing, top, bottom, and stuff. We're just gonna really have fun with this thing. Obviously, it's not gonna match the truck 100%, but the whole reason why I'm doing this is because obviously these aren't all rusted out, and they're just a lot better structurally than what's on the truck. So we're gonna let this kind of set up a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and peel the tape off. We'll even throw some gray down here and throw some black, and then we're just gonna do the same thing, guys. What's up, guys? So we are up in the shop again. It's been a couple days since that last clip that we shot weathering the doors. So we actually have both doors off. The passenger side is on. I'm waiting on bolts for the mirror. I'm gonna get those in town tomorrow. And then we took the driver's door off, and I knew the upper hinge was broke. I was gonna try and weld it, which I'll show you here real quick. It's broken half here. I was gonna try and weld it, but then I realized that these rollers down here are seized up, and if I weld that, it might hold a time or two, but we're gonna be in the same boat. So I figured let's go ahead and replace it. It's 2 bolts here. And then to get to this third one, which is this one here, you actually have to take your dash bezel piece off, and then you can go right through this square. I had a flashlight. Oh, there it is. Flick it on. That little opening right there is where that bolt goes through. I thought we were gonna have to take the dash out, and I was about to get little mad at GM, but I started digging into it. I'm gonna see if we could take this vent off, but then I realized, hey, I could probably pull that out and get in there. So that's exactly what we did. Getting some of the wiring and stuff tucked up, just kind of clean it up a little bit. Here is the driver's door we weathered. I'm gonna be transferring all the trim over on it. All you have to do is drill a small hole for that little piece there, and for this one back here, and then the fronts are actually screwed on, so I just used a self tapper. This mirror's mounted. I got to throw the door lock in, untape everything, and then get this mounted, but obviously we can't do that till we can't get or till we get our hinge. I have one on the way. I put a post out on Facebook, and a guy, his name's Christian Cruz, actually reached out and said, hey, I have one. If you need it, I can ship it to you. So thank you, sir. You saved the day, because if I was gonna order one, I don't think they were gonna get here in time. It said like June 6th through the 11th or something. So Christian, you saved me big time. This door is mounted. I just need to get the bolts for the mirror, like I said. I knew these weren't gonna match 100% because obviously this is all rusty. This is more gray. And then this back here is like a silver yellowishy tint. But we did pretty good. Like I said, we just kind of built it up with a couple different reds. Over time, this kind of turned into like a peachy color. So I knew it was going to be almost impossible to match. The driver's door I had some peach from the GM man wall here. I had just enough. I kind of put a little layer down. So I think that one's going to be a little bit better, but not 100%. We are painting the door panels black, which this is what it looks like in here. So black door panels, window crank on. We got the windows all nice and cleaned. Gonna try and do some window tint. I kept getting some air pockets on the sides. I need to take the heat gun and kind of heat it up on the outside and be able to press those out. Watched a couple videos on how to get those out, and that's exactly what those guys did. So I'm gonna try and do that, but if I run out of time, no big deal. Window tints, nothing major. I mean, everything operates. We greased everything up on the inside to make sure everything would operate. Doors shut nice. Look at that, doesn't even, nice and tight. Gapping's pretty good. It's a little bit different here on the front versus the back, but hey, it's a what, a 40-something-year-old truck. So I'm not gonna complain. Hopefully get this thing all washed Friday of this coming week, because we'll be leaving that Saturday bright and early. We're gonna be towing it up with my dad's truck to UCC. We're gonna have a canopy tent set up. I got a banner I'm taking. I'm gonna take the Bluetooth speaker. I got a bunch of like wristbands, sunglasses we'll be handing out. So if you guys see me, be sure to stop by. I'll be wearing one of the new GM Man shirts that you guys will be able to see up there. We're slowly getting merch, so just bear with me, hold tight. We're slowly getting the merch out, but like I said, we're not huge, so it's taking a little bit of time, so I do apologize. But no, like I said, if you guys are up there at UCC, be sure to stop by. We're gonna be parked in the UCC pit area. Like I said, we're gonna have a canopy tent up and everything. So it should be a good time. But anyway, guys, that's gonna do it for this update. I'm gonna try and get this posted, hopefully tonight. But anyway, guys, remember, learning as I do, doing what I love. I'm the GM Man. I hope I see you at UCC, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.